Hey everybody, welcome back to Life Elevated Trailers. Exciting day here. The 2022 Goosenecks from Trails West showed up today. These are the RPM Chris Burandt edition Gooseneck snowmobile trailers. Let's walk you through the new features for 2022 first, and then if you want a full in-depth walkthrough, that'll come after. New for 2022, paint matched nose cone. Not in the chrome or silver like it used to be. Matches the trailer, gives it a really sleek look. In Goosenecks for 2022, they've moved the landing gear controls to the side, so you're not catching all the muck from the road into your landing gear controls to go up and down right there. Moving back, and I'm going to run through this fairly quickly. There is a kill switch up here in the cove that we'll show a little later, but basically you can shut off your lights, your stereo, and your roof vent fans all with just a push of one button. This came out last year, but it is really nice. Fold down step, 6,000 pound axles underneath this baby this year, upgraded from 52s. And then inside the trailer, we've got a brand new storage system and so backpack charging station, basically where your avalanche backpacks are now battery powered. So you need to charge them. We've got USB ports here, hooks, and extra storage. That's what's new for 2022. And stay tuned, and I'll go through the entire trailer front to back for you so you can understand why this is the best, most purpose-built snowmobile trailer on the market. In-depth walkthrough time, and this trailer has a ton of stuff in it. So this video might be a little bit long, but trust me, the juice is worth the squeeze. Starting here at the front, we're just going to move from the front to the back and then from the back to the front inside. This trailer comes with the optional 40-gallon fuel cell. So you have your fill handle right here up inside the Gooseneck storage system. On all these trailers, they come with two 6-volt golf cart batteries. You can't see them, they're in there. And then two 7.5-gallon propane tanks that power the twin 40,000 BTU furnaces. So tons of heat in this thing. Windows in the Gooseneck give a lot of really good light and allow this trailer to double as a nice little camper if you need to spend the night somewhere. And obviously it can be dual purpose for side-by-sides in the summer, so that's a great feature. Already went over the electric landing gear, but just to show you how quick that is, when you extend this thing, it zooms. It's quick, it's powerful, it's easy, nothing to it. To raise and lower it, that's all you're doing. So simple. Shut that thing down, and it's a keyed switch so that when you leave your trailer somewhere, you have the ability to turn off your landing gear so that no one can raise or lower your trailer without you there. On this trailer, the hasps for the front ramp, the hasps for the man door, and the rear ramp door are all keyed the same, and they're all lockable. Gives you a lot of security because you're leaving a lot of valuable stuff in here, and you don't have 19 different keys that you need to use to lock your trailer up every time you want to leave and hit the mountain. Moving back alongside here, obviously you got really nice slider windows, fuel doors. The man door is a solid steel door, really well built. And here is your fuel fill station, or where you fill up your tank. And this is a 40-gallon fuel cell. It holds about 35 gallons. And just to go over this, because people who when they buy these, sometimes they do get this question, you have to fill this a little bit slow because it doesn't have the steepest angle going in. But I have it on my trailer, and it is an awesome feature, especially if you don't have ethanol-free fuel close. You can fill your trailer up with ethanol-free fuel and not run crappy fuel in your sled all year. Step, obviously awesome. Traction on the step so you don't take a dive in the parking lot. Coming back, if you want to load and unload your trailer with a side-by-side or something heavy and not be hooked to the truck, block your tires, drop your stabilizer jacks, off you go. Simple as that. These hasps are really cool. You just pull out on them and then push up here, open your ramp door. And then this trailer is extra fancy. You've got a power ramp. So your standard ramp comes with just the two outer frog legs. When you have a power ramp, you have a center ram. A question we get a lot of times, what if the center ram fails? The door is sprung the same as if it didn't have the center ram. So all you do is pull this pin out, disconnect it, and the door will drop normally as if it wasn't powered. All right, here we are at the back ramp. Like I said, it's on a switch. So all you do is hit the power ramp, click it over. Down it comes. No lifting, no raising. Super simple. Super Glide Pro ski glides on here with traction blocks on your ramp, so you're not having to deal with spinning out and catching as you come up into the trailer. You've got your brake lights and blinkers, and then down here you've got a reverse light that comes on and floods out behind the trailer so you can see what you're doing when you're backing up. And of course you've got a load light. The load lights and the ramp are not on the kill switch, so that even if the kill switch is hit, you can still use these features on the outside without having to open the trailer up and click your kill switch on and off, which is a nice feature. Moving into the trailer here, you're going to see that there's a lot of little touches and a lot of nice stuff for organizing. You've got a broom right here in the back corner. This is great for sweeping the snow out of your hinges and out of your spots here that, you know, blocks your ramp as it comes up. You've got tie down holders here on this side of the trailer that are making sure that your straps and everything are organized. The charge center that I talked about earlier in the video, this is it right here. You've got a great storage cabinet above, 8 USB charging ports below right here to charge whatever you need. On the left side here, you've got an oil holder, aerosol holder, and then you have a paper towel rack with a spring tensioner so it doesn't unroll as you go down the road. This trailer has the optional Dometic high flow roof vent fans. They're reversible, they have 3 speeds, and they move a ton of air in or out of your trailer. Kicker audio up in the coves. You have 4 speakers and then 1 subwoofer in this trailer. Here's that kill switch that, like I said, kills your lights inside, kills your roof vent fans, and it kills your stereo up front. Super simple, shut stuff off. And then all your switches are also individual here on the wall. All right, back to storage. On this side, you've got a 36-inch tread-bright 2-shelf cabinet with soft close gas shocks. 48-inch cabinet, 4 spots for hanging helmets. This is heated, and you can dry, I usually dry balaclavas and thin gloves on the bottom here. Also soft close. Really sleek swing up benches that are free floating. Really simple to take them down. They just sit against the wall like that. You want to put it up. No clips, nothing to pinch your fingers, no hassle. Cup holders, and then obviously on the Burandts and on a snowmobile trailer in general, the heat is a massively important part of the trailer. Right over here, you've got your thermostat and you've got your timer. So when you get done riding or on the way, you know, when you're trying to warm your trailer up, you click your thermostat on, and then when you're ready to dry all your stuff out and go inside, twist this timer to however many hours you want the furnace to run, and it will automatically shut off when it hits 0. So you can have all your stuff dried out and ready to go for the next day, and you don't have to come in and out of your house a bunch of times checking to turn the furnace off or whatever else. Another thing I forgot to mention a second ago about this kill switch is the furnace is not on this kill switch. The reason for that, if you kill your furnace while it's going full bore with heat, it's so hot in there that it will melt the internals of the furnace. Every furnace, when you shut it off, has a cool down period where it cools down the inside air before it shuts completely down. For that reason, the furnace is not on this kill switch. So even when you kill this, your furnaces will keep running to dry your stuff out. 110 outlets in here. When you plug this trailer in on the outside, these outlets become alive, so you can plug in 110 stuff, use vacuums, power tools, whatever you need in here when you're plugged into shore power. This trailer came with an optional AC. This is a 13,500 BTU Dometic air conditioner. All your controls are on it, and then that changed the plug on the front to a 30 amp plug to run this bad boy. More storage, more hooks, and then on the front here, you've got a spot to dry 4 pairs of boots. These are your boot dryers. You've got places to hang goggles or whatever else you want. You've got your glove dryer here. And then up top here, you've got your stereo and more USB charging. So you've got 8 more USB ports to charge your radios, backpacks, headlamps, spots, cell phones, whatever you need. When you get to the mountain, your stuff will be charged and ready to go because there's almost, incredible amount of charging in here. This trailer has the extreme cold weather package. What that means is standard, a Burandt comes with one 40,000 BTU furnace, and the trailer doesn't have the spray foam insulation underneath. The extreme cold weather is two 40,000 BTU furnaces and a full spray foam insulation underneath the trailer. Every gooseneck that we order here has the extreme cold weather because in snowmobilers, that's where we use these trailers. And the second 40,000 BTU furnace turns this thing into an oven. I mean, it'll heat you right out of it if you leave both furnaces going full bore. Furnaces, and I want to touch on this, and it might be a little bit overboard. You can skip this part if you're not interested, but furnaces are a little bit fickle. And the reason that they are is because they're set up to not kill you. So there's a lot of fail safes in a furnace so that they turn off if they sense anything weird. If they sense low voltage, they turn off. If they sense low airflow, they turn off. If they sense not enough propane, they turn off. And they have a fuse in them that pops if they sense those conditions. And that fuse is on the furnace inside the tread brake cabinet. Well, we listen to our users. We try to make our trailers as user-friendly as possible. And so this trailer, these furnaces we moved the fuse to the outside here. So you've got a resettable push-button fuse right here for the furnace that's in the front. And then their second furnace has one here on the back. So if your furnaces go out, won't light, won't turn on, that fuse is probably popped. You also saw a toggle switch next to that fuse back here. If you want to run just one furnace because it's not that cold and you want to conserve your propane, you can toggle this furnace off and just use this back furnace that does your floor heat and your ducting all around. Speaking of floor heat, you probably noticed, and everyone knows this by now, but this is the track melt system for the Burandts. All these holes in the floor have heat coming at them, so that when your sled is sitting on the floor, it's getting heat out from under it, heat rises, making sure that your track, suspension, and all those things get melted off completely, so that when you go to pull out the next day, you don't have ice chunks that formed up in your drivers and track and everywhere else. Moving forward on the Gooseneck, we've got really nice double windows up here. And then you've got your kicker subwoofer. The sound system actually booms. They are awesome. Another set of 110 outlets, all your fuses. And then right here, this is part of the solar package. So there's a 100-watt solar panel on top of this trailer. And this is the charge controller that takes the power from the solar panel and puts it into the batteries correctly to keep them to do a bulk, float, all that charging so that they stay in tip-top shape and you don't have to worry about them. We're going to head outside now and go over just a few things on the front of this trailer to show you again why they're so cool. Another thing I didn't mention earlier that I wanted to go back and revisit is the latch on this door is keyed the same as the front and rear ramp and the man door. Also, it would be a real pain if you couldn't get this open with the truck attached because your propane bottles are in there, your fuel's in there, your spare tires in there, your batteries are in there. So this, although it's close, opens and closes without hitting the tailgate of your truck. Again, I hope this helps in the buying process for you to decide, what trailer to get. And then you got to see a few extra options like the high power roof vents, an air conditioner, the 40-gallon fuel cell on this trailer. And one thing I know is that here at Life Elevated Trailers, we use these trailers. We're snowmobile enthusiasts. And so when it comes to setting one up with the options that you want to get you the exact trailer with the correct options, I think we're the best dealership in the country for that. Give us a call and give us a chance to earn your business.